Wassup Gang. Today I'm going to show you how I created this one. No, let's do it again. This is it. So yes, it's the boss fight challenge. I decided to participate this time. I'm actually a big Spider-Man fan, so this idea was born almost instantly. But the point was that I wanted to try and get closer to the Spiderverse style. It was really a challenge for me. I studied a lot of information and did a lot of tests, because doing this kind of styling is not as easy as I think. I think the main components of such stylization are integration of 2D elements into 3D renders, halftone patterns, custom materials and textures, 2D frames, FX, comic book text, sound bubbles, and others. And I started doing it. I made a plan of the steps I was trying to follow. From the programs I used, Cinema 4D, rendered in Octane, styling and post-processing in After Effects and ProCreate. I will not tell in detail about the first stages, such as blocking, drafts, and the like. I started with testing animation and stylization, made a basic composition and began to fill the scene, made the environment. I took something ready-made, something I modeled myself. Since the project already had a fairly specific camera that couldn't be changed, this was another challenge, the long shot. I knew that it would be more profitable to draw it simplistically in 2D, but since I'm almost no good at it, I decided to combine 2D and 3D. The environment is the city, the street under the bridge where the main action takes place. I arranged houses, road elements, street props, cars. I set up basic lighting, made the final animation for characters, props, screens, cars, etc. The next stage was look dev, and this is where the stylization started. First, I decided to work with lighting and its stylization. Finalized the general light, added light from street lights, car headlights, signs, props. Also in front of each source of light, added custom texture to make stylization. Yes, such a solution I found. Simple, but it works, why not? Then textures. To give the picture approximately drawn style, some textures I drew myself, some took ready-made but finalized procedurally and stylized directly in Octane. Then the FX. I did them in 2D to match the comic style. Started to draw 2D explosion in ProCreate, but found that I just do not have enough layers to draw all the necessary frames. So I made the drawn blanks and finished the explosion animation in After Effects. Meanwhile, while I was doing effects, the final 4K sequences were rendered on Snap RenderFarm, for which I am very grateful. It was quick and responsive, as there was not much time left for the deadline. I rendered the renderer the same way with pass, cryptomat, depth, post-process. Then the final stylization. An important element in this style is also the absence of the usual blurring of depth. Here it is made with the help of chromatic aberrations. This effect I made with the help of shifting layers by position, blending modes, and the effect shift channels. Also to make it a true depth of field and manifested the shifted channels through the depth map. Then I started adding stylization with dots, lines, dividing them layer by layer into different objects. I cropped the characters separately and stylized them the same way. I added 2D effects and did some light color correction. That's it. Even though I didn't win this time, I had fun experimenting and making this video. I really like this style, even though it's not easy. I think I'll come up with more. Stay tuned. Leave a comment and put a like if you also like friendly neighbor Spidey.